Hey y'all, what's up? I hope everyone had a great New Year, great Christmas. My hair is a mess. um, um, I've been a little on the sick side. Um, been sick since Tuesday. Today I had a migraine. I did an interview yesterday. I was feeling a little bit better, but not 100%. And then today, migraine. Every time I close my eyes to go to sleep, somebody called me. I slept for like an hour. Took the medicine at 4. I finally fell asleep at 7. Well, right before 7. Alarm went off at 7:59. Normally I'm downstairs already. I just turned the TV on. Got downstairs at 8:02. And KO was already on in the ring. Santos was about to come out. And I was like, dang, waste no time. The way that it seemed action-packed tonight, I thought it wasn't going to be enough, time for the wrestlers to have to wrestle, for the promos, stuff like that. But Triple H or Nick or whoever's ahead of Smackdown made it happen. So I'm surprised. Look, and then my skin is drying out. Like, what is that about? This winter, y'all. So, like I mentioned, I was on an interview yesterday with Ringside Society. Shout out to Remy Blue, who it's supposed to be 15 minutes. I think it went on to like 30 minutes, but it's cool. You know, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm under the weather. And a lot of times when I do these videos, it's right after SmackDown goes off. I done had a long day getting up, getting my son ready for school, taking him to school, coming back, trying to eat something real quickly, shower, and get ready for work and all that other stuff. Try to squeeze in some reading time and some prayer. So, and then I'm working full day, up on my feet the whole time I'm at work. Then after that, going to my son's like basketball practice, and then after that, coming back. Like, normally Fridays is the day I order pizza because I know after all of that, I'm not cooking. So I order pizza while I'm picking him up. It takes him a while to say bye to his friends and stuff like that. I get a pizza for him. And most of the time I either eat something that's already like leftovers at the house, or I might get something by my job before I pick him up. And then we come back and watch SmackDown. And by the time SmackDown over at 10 something, I'm exhausted. And I do these videos. And then the next day, my son has 2 basketball games. So most of the time, you might hear me joke a little bit, whatever. But like, my personality isn't probably displayed the best that it could be on here. I think with time, maybe I need to just take a nap if I could squeeze one in. I don't know. I know around 10:30, 11 o'clock is when I normally get tired and get ready for bed. So my body and my brain shuts down. Like, I'm a little bit tired now, but not as tired because I took that little hour nap. Anyway, so KO, and this is why, speaking of, I said that, first of all, okay, let me back up even further. I get WWE emails, okay? I had to stop. I used to get their texts. I had to stop the text. It was too much between the WWE Shop and the WWE, stuff like that. It was ding, 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 ding. And like I said, there are things that we get in the emails that are supposed to be a surprise to the audience that wouldn't be a surprise if you read the emails. And so today, for SmackDown in New York, I decide to look at the email instead of be surprised, because I'm like, who's fighting besides Michin and Iyo and KO and Santos? And honestly, I low-key forgot about that fight with Santos and KO. But I look and I see Butch, Pretty Deadly, and Butch and whoever. So I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that match. And then the triple threat match with Orton, Styles and LA Knight. So I was like, I forgot about that match too. And then I saw something about Roman Reigns returns live with such and such, and I was like, so where are they gonna be at? And then I saw something about Logan Paul, something. So I saw that, and then I also saw Roman's new gear. I got an email for that, and Jimmy's no yeet shirt, which I am so excited about because I've been asking for this shirt for 2 months. Okay, it was getting to the point that I was tweeting and talking about in my videos that I was like, if he don't come out with a shirt, I'm gonna be able to make my own handheld glitter shirt, and I'm gonna wear it in one of these videos. I'm gonna wear it to a live event. Like, I wanted the shirt so much, and I wanted it to come out before Christmas because I wanted to get the no yeet shirt for me, and I wanted to get the yeet shirt for my son because he is a diehard, like, he loves the Bloodline down, you hear me? But he's a diehard J fan. Like, he got the new 2K24 for Christmas. He named his person LJ Uso. Now, when he has his WWE 2K20, 22, 23, he making a person, and he would name him LJ Uso, which is, you know, like, okay, it's wrestling, but now it's in NBA 2K. So I said, you're LJ Uso in 2K too? He was like, yeah. His player in WWE 2K 22 has the Hardy moves and the Uso moves. And my son likes high fly moves. So I saw that. So then we go to the show, right? And I'm watching. Love Santos and KO. Don't really care who wins. I'm on the fence, to be honest, because I feel like both of them need another title match. I feel like KO has been a while as far as a singles competitor, even though he just like had the tag team title match, now that I think about it. So I'm not really looking forward to that part of him winning. The part of him winning I was looking forward to was he gets to beat on Logan Paul, who's been talking junk about him the entire time. Now for Santos, when they came to Raleigh in July, I knew he was gonna win. This is before Ray got the U.S. title match, right? And I knew he was going to win. Everybody else thought it was other people around me, and I was like, nope. It's in one of my older videos when I mush all the videos together. I'm like, I told y'all it was going to be. So I want him to match because I was like, it's his time. Like, it's his time to shine. This, that, and the third, whatever. Forgot Angel and Reese and whatever came out with him last year, because I was like, who is that? Okay, was confused. And part of it I was confused about, I'm supposed to take my tree down, y'all. It's January 5th. They say you're supposed to take it down before the 5th or by the 5th because it's the old year or New Year or something, like old Christmas. Something was an old saying. But it's, let me show you. Look, my son's tree say LJ right there. But yeah, so, and then they was like 2 dudes came out and helped fight them. So I'm like, who is these men? Like, I missed that. That's the thing about me, because I be trying to tweet and watch at the same time. I miss certain stuff. So like, people like, oh, who? And I looked up and I was like, who's the dude with the long blonde hair fighting? And you're like, who is that? Because I thought it was somebody from Pretty Deadly, forgetting that they had a match later. So I'm like, it's not them. You know what I'm saying? I missed that whole thing. The match was awesome. Okay, I love the fact that the crowd randomly started booing. And that was the thing. Then Logan came out after Santos came out, and people were like excited. It was a surprise. But see, I wasn't as excited because I saw the email, and that's what I be talking about. Like, I don't want to know the spoilers and the surprises beforehand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've mentioned that before. Like, even if I was to work for a company, and not unless I hear in passing, don't come up and tell me. Like, I want to be surprised. Like, not unless I'm a commentator, but if I'm still like a blogger or a media person, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Now, if this comes to like where I'm like a Kayla or something like that, and I have to ask questions backstage, of course I will want to know. But me doing this, don't want to know. because everyone was excited, and I'm like, I didn't get as excited. Now I would have been shocked more if I hadn't seen the email. Then he came out. I love his face. I love that they booed him. I was like, who started that? And then somebody in the crowd started, whoop, there it is. But I was like, not the song from the 90s. Like, who is starting these chants? Because they are lit. You hear me? Like, they are sauced, okay? Because you can only start them. You got to either be really, really, really extrovert type. People be like, oh, that's just my crazy friend. Well, you have to be sauced out your mind. When I'm talking about sauce, like you had about 4 or 5 drinks. You gotta be. Who started that chant? So then that happened. KO did the cannonball. It Logan's face showed, and I was like, KO about to win this. Then Santos comes back, and then Santos is making all the the gestures and stuff. I like Santos with the braids, but I like him with his hair out too. I like Santos either way. Face or heel like him. KO liked him either way. And I don't know. It's like it was just, I don't know how to put into words like how good of a match it was. Like, to me, that was a great way to start SmackDown. Like I it's just to see how versatile each person is, to see that Santos could take on someone as versatile and as talented as KO. And I didn't even know that KO became a Grand Slam champion when he became a tag team title holder. Like, that was news to me. Did not know that. Okay, that learn something new every day. Logan looked a little nervous again when KO counterpulted out of the side of the ring and got Santos. And then I'm like, he's doing this with a broken hand. Santos is taped up. He stays taped. He's been taped up for a good 6 months. Like, is that a precaution thing? Like, I want to know, like, is it a precaution thing? Like, okay, I'm taping this up because I had an injury prior to. I don't want it to cause another injury. Or is it taped up because, your shoulder is jacked up? You know what I'm saying? Like, my right knee, I had an injury and a cyst in it. It's healed, but now the muscles around it cause me to have pain. So I have to go to PT. It causes me to walk funny because my other knee's trying to make up for my other knee. Is it like that? Or is it like you just trying to be cautious? Because I'm like, every time he come out, he got that tape around his shoulder. Like, and how long is it going to take for KO's hand to heal? And I'm wondering this because if he wins the title, and I'm pretty sure between now and Royal Rumble, which is in 3 weeks, he's going to fight some more. Will it be semi-healed or fully healed by then? You know what I'm saying? Like the last live SmackDown was what? It wasn't the 24th. It was the 17th. So they've been out for 8 days from the 17th to Christmas Day, right? They had to go back to 26, I think. So he got like relief there, but now he's back on the grind. So it's like, but I'm glad to see him win. I can't wait to see that match. Like, to me, Santos and Logan would have gave a minor version of Ricochet and Logan because Santos could do the high flying stuff. But I want to see Logan fight someone as versatile and has the resilience of KO. I don't think he's ever fought someone of that caliber before. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I say that to say because Roman is a great champion, yes. But because he doesn't come as often, I haven't seen like all that he can do. And I don't know if that's all he can do is the moves and the stuff like that he does. He could be very fundamental, very old school in his wrestling, just like Natalya. People love it. But for KO to be like Logan said, his size that he is, and to be able to moonsault and cannonball and stunner and do all this, like he's fighting someone that I don't think he's ever fought that's versatile like that outside of maybe Ricochet. And Ricochet is because he was fast and he has agility, plus he's a high flyer, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. If KO loses this match, I'm gonna be surprised, or something's gonna happen where Logan cheats like he did when he fought Ray. Then the thing was, after that, I think Bobby and them came out, and I heard the music, and I said, so who is Bobby fighting? And then I saw them in the suits, and I said, okay, so they're not fighting the promo. And somebody was like, well, they're doing this to cut the time. And I'm like, with all these matches and stuff, and pretty sure I got other promos, like, they could have just let someone fight longer or something. I didn't know, that he was going to declare himself in the Royal Rumble, which isn't surprising. I think he was in, okay, so I started watching, May of 2022? I think he was in that one last year. I'm not sure. And when I was watching, him and Omos was beefing, I remember, and they had that cage match, and MVP was Omos's manager. I don't even know what month that was, but I remember that, and I remember Bobby winning because Omos had threw him on the cage, and his feet touched the ground outside the ring first, and technically it's whoever got outside the ring feet touched the ground. So I don't know if he fought in Royal Rumble year for that. I knew he fought, I think, last year. I think it came down to like, who was it? I think it came down, LA won that. So I think Cody won that. Yeah, because that's when Cody came back. I think it came down to like him, Bronson. No, they got Bronson up out of there. Him, I think, LA, Cody, I don't know. But I know he was like top 5 left. So it's going to be interesting to see. Also because some of the contenders that were in the Royal Rumble last year aren't in it this year. Yeah. Also, yeah. I don't know. Is Jinder Mahal going to be in the Royal Rumble? I didn't really watch Monday. But someone said on there that he took basically Mustafa's whole stilo with the whole situation. I don't know. I didn't really watch Monday. I need to go back and watch it because R-Truth and the Judgment Day are comedy gold. You hear me? I love R-Truth. I need to go back and watch that. I need to go back and watch NXT. Now that I'm invested, I need to go see if Dragunov and Trick fought, who won, all of that, all of it. I think this year I'm going to go, even though I don't want to, because I think it's stupid to pay like $40 for one channel. Well, technically 3 channels. Is have to get Sling or something, because I want to see Raw live. And nothing against Hulu, but it's like they always leave out like 2 matches in a promo. And I think they leave out, whoever edits it leaves out which ones they think will be less exciting, or they rotate or something like that. So it's always one woman's match they show on Hulu, and then the other match they won't show. And I'm like, I wanted to watch that match. Like one week, it was like Bronson and Ivar, and I was like, why the hell they cut that match out? Like, I wanted to see that. Like, I had to go look at the highlights. Like, they fought for real. Like, I was pissed because the match looked interesting, and I'm like, oh. So I'm gonna have to do something, because I don't want to pay for it, but I'm gonna have to pay for it because I just wanna see it. The downside is that it ends at 11, and normally I'm half asleep. Like, I done fell asleep on this couch many a times. at about 10:30, 10:45, and then wake up and it's like 3 a.m. and have to walk upstairs. So hopefully I could stay up past that time. But we'll see. So you know, I got Peacock, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah. So then they came out, and then Angelo and Ford did their promo. Ford did a little bit of like staggering or stuttering or something like that. But I honestly think, like I mentioned yesterday in my interview with Ringside Society, that I would want to see him in more singles matches. Like him in Elimination Chamber, he was awesome. Hate the fact that he hurt his leg. I think he could have won that match or should have won that match. He has the promo. He has the charisma. Like, if anybody was going to be the next Rock, like, of what LA Knight became big, it would have been Montez Ford. Like, I want to see them to venture off and do single stuff, but still remain a tag team. So, just like how New Day, like how Big E and Kofi won the heavyweight titles, and Woods won King of the Ring, but they still like were tag team champions. Like, I want to see that for the Street Profits. Like, I want to see them win individual stuff and come together and see the tag team. I don't see Judgment Day having the tag team titles during WrestleMania, and I mentioned that in that interview too. Like, I see them losing it before then. I see Damian cashing in either Elimination Chamber or I don't know if they'll do a Hell in a Cell this year or not, or because they done got all the names from WCW and ECW now, so they're just throwing around title names, or what is it, WrestleMania. Like, I see him going and getting and cashing in on the title. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the main title. It could be like the Intercontinental Championship, like, because honestly, Gunther didn't even cross my mind when I thought WrestleMania, honestly. And then with the birth of his new baby, I don't know how long he's going to be out. Congratulations to him and his wife. But yeah, and then I also said that I want to see them venture off in the singles because Angelo has been in Natty and TJ's, Heart Dungeon for the past year. And when they show videos of him, and they recently showed videos like BFAP, they are doing awesome. You hear me? Like, even when they had wrestled a few times on TV last year, you could see the improvement from when I was watching a year and a half ago to now. Like, it's ridiculous how much better he's gotten. So I want to see it because last year when he just entered the dungeon, I think it was like a 4-way contender thing, and he lost, and then the next week Montez had to fight and he won. I think it was for Elimination Chamber. I can't remember what it was for. But if they were to do that this year, I think he'd have a better chance of winning. Well, he will win, honestly. I honestly do think he'll win. And then Karrion and AOD came out, you know, and destroyed that whole situation. So I was like, is Karrion gonna be in the Royal Rumble too? First of all, he buff as hell with that white beater, black white beater on, his head tie back, whatever. And then I see Scarlett. I said, okay, girl, like, go ahead. I like the brown looks good on her. I don't know what it is with women thinking that blonde is the wave. And some women are naturally blonde. But it's something about pulling off brown, to me, brown hair. If you have lighter skin, that's everything to me. Because the standard is, you know, oh, I'm light, I'm going to pull off blonde. If you could pull off like a brown hair, or like how Dakota looked today, and I forgot to tweet that, Her black hair, her outfit was everything. Like if you could pull off a black or a brown hair and you have lighter skin, you doing that, okay? Because everybody don't look good with certain hair colors, and she looked amazing with the brown hair. I don't know if that's her natural color. I don't know if it's brown, black, whatever. She wanted to be purple, whatever. But one thing about Scarlett though, I want her to start wrestling. And I say that because I know her and her husband, I think, used to wrestle here in North Carolina in the independent circuit. I know I think she was a title holder. They did it for Maxine, okay? She went from the manager of promo something for Maxim models to wrestling. I want to see Scarlett wrestling. I want to see B-Fab wrestling more, because I see her in the dungeons. Like I said, she cooking now, okay? Like when she had the one match a couple years ago in person with Natalia, I was like, oh my God, it's so bad. But now she's getting better. And then I saw Adonis on TV, and I was like, who is that? He cute. Forgot who he was, because I ain't seen him on TV in so long. And that's why for the last like couple months ago I was protesting for like Xia Li, because I'm like, she is the first female Chinese wrestler in WWE. Made waves. Great wrestler. Follow her on Instagram. Ain't seen her on live event in a while. They had her on live events for like a month and a half. Allowed her to lose. Well, she lost. I don't know if it was a storyline or what. And we ain't seen her since. It's so much talent in WWE. So much. And I understand that they use the same people just like they did with Attitude Era. And you have to be there for some years to work your way up. So like that, if they decide to keep you. But this is why I say that I think Smackdown should have another hour, because first of all, they're billionaires. You can get another hour. You can pay Fox to give you 8 to 11 or 7 to 10. And I say that because they're hiring, what is it, WWE Up Next or something like that, with college kids. Like the girl from HBCU at Howard just got signed up. You got people at the Performance Center now. You got people in NXT. I know that whole roster is not being used up, because some girl wrestled a couple weeks ago and I was like, who the hell is that? Like, I don't know what happened with Simone or Ava Rain. I don't even think I've seen her when I wasn't watching faithfully. I was watching like every once in a while wrestle. She's always been on the side. So if she wrestled on TV, that was a week I missed. But it's like so much talent. And somebody had tweeted today, it was like the women need their own like women's TV championship type situation. Like outside of the 2 women's titles and the tag team title, they need something like an intercontinental title or something like that. But then the downside of that is you would need more time to showcase that off. And that's why I said this is why I said that SmackDown needs either another hour, or you need to take one of those house show days, Saturday and Sunday, and film that day as is. Like, I know they get announced when they come out. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have commentators there. You can still have Alicia and Bryson do the announcements and stuff like that. Have the formula that it has for a house show, but just film it. It'll be more authentic. You know what I'm saying? And how they react with the crowd and stuff like that. Let them keep doing that. But add it, because it's a lot of the talent that we don't see on TV. That's on these house shows that the people that go to house shows regularly know who they are. They buy their merch. They do all that. But the people that only watch on Fridays and Mondays and Tuesdays don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So when you're not on TV, like I mentioned before, you don't get the salary increase. You don't get a percentage. You get a percentage for your gear selling and stuff like that. You don't get the numbers that people that are on TV get. So if you are providing for your entire family or like just you and your parents, so it makes it harder because you're not hitting the numbers like certain people. Like if I'm the lowest paid superstar on main TV, right? But I'm the most loved. This year my contract started off low and my gear is selling out more than anybody's. I'm still getting a good number of money. You know what I'm saying? Versus someone that might get paid more than me, but their gear's not selling at all. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. I wish because if I was marketing executive, I would either add a day or add an hour. And it's to show it off. It gives more opportunity. And yes, the field is small for this company. I think they say in total, like the employees, staff, and all that, from corporate to the superstars is like 500 at most. But a lot of people are waiting in the waiting room to be seen, to be heard. Or you forget how good they are because, they have to sell moves. They have to do certain things and things like that. Like, people forgot, like, honestly, speaking of next match. So then Iyo and Michin came out excited. First of all, Michin, whoever does her wigs and makeup needs a raise, okay? Especially that wig. I don't know who does her wigs, but that gray and blue was everything. And that was so good, looked so good. I had to tweet about it twice. Like, wig 10 out of 10. And I was like, I know I mentioned this before, but that wig is everything, okay? Then she took off the stuff and showed her gear. It was like camouflage sparkly, like I was here for the gear. Love when Damage Control comes out with Iyo. Asuka's dancing is the funniest thing to me. And I love it because she reminds me of when Sami Zayn used to dance to like anybody in the Bloodline song. And I'll be like, how you dancing the Roman Reigns song? That song is slow. But it's like, she's like, I'm here to enjoy my life, enjoy my time. That's it. What I loved about Iyo, and this is what I was kind of saying prior to, if you forget how good some of the wrestlers are, is that they allowed her to fight Michin by herself. To prove to people that she is the fighting champion, that she is good, and she can do it by herself. Like, when you get to a certain caliber or you hit a certain status, like Mr. and Mrs. Roman Reigns. I'm not saying like Mr. and Mrs. as in they're married, but I think Rhea is the female Roman Reigns because she low-key runs the Judgment Day, whether you go in a minute or not. And she only defends her title on certain occasions. Like every other time she's had a match, it wasn't for a title. Like when she fought Alvy now, I think it wasn't for a title. It was just them fighting. But when you get to that, like how Damage Control was at one point. But when you get to that, and every time you fight and someone's coming out to help you, someone's coming out to make sure you don't tap out and stuff like that, people now they're starting to look at you like, are you really a champion without help? Like, could you win without getting help? Like, and that was the thing with Roman for 2023. And I think BDE has said, because my son follows him, was like, read something on Reddit, like out of the 29 matches he had, in, I don't know, the past year or the past couple years, he's only won, what did it say, like 9 or 10 by himself. We're like, bruh. Okay. So that means you only a champion because of help, which we know. We already know that. Ever since I've been watching, I don't think he's fought by himself. Like, Night of Champions, I think I watched when Solo made his, what's the name? Yeah, Solo helped him. When it was him versus Jay. Jimmy came out and kicked Jay. Before that, it's always been like somebody from the bloodline. Somebody from the bloodline has always come out and helped. Or something. So it's not, and the same with Judgment Day. Like for a while, like when Dom was a North American champion, even on NXT, like Rhea would help and distract the people, stuff like that. With the tag team titles, they would help. And even with Damage Control, like with Iyo, Bailey would come and help, even if she said not to. And I know you gotta be down for your people, you know what I'm saying? But it come a time and a point like, okay, we came together because we are the best. We here to take over whatever. We can't say we the best if every time we fighting somebody, we need help. Because what if something happens? Like when Bailey was taped down, okay? After, what the hell was that? What was the last thing? Survivor Series. Well, she's taped down. Dakota still got the leg brace. Okay. Asuka and Kairi are like doing something else, so they got a match later, so they're not going to help. What if something like that happened and Iyo wasn't up to par with her skills, and then she loses the title? Then people gonna be like, oh, so you basically was a champion because you had help. Like, you can't you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't prove that you the best. Oh wow, you gotta prove yourself after a while. And not even just for us, like to yourself. Like, you gotta believe when you say you're the best that you are the best, not let naysayers and stuff get into your head. This, that, and the third. That Styles Clash that Michin did was crazy. Like, I was like, wow. And then of course Iyo got her with the moonsault. It was a real good match. I don't know why I expected it to be even more hype. And I think honestly it was the crowd for me. Somebody was like, is the crowd not watching this match? And some people were saying this match is a snore. But let's all keep it real. If the crowd is boring, whether the match is good or bad, it's going to make it even worse. So if the match is good or awesome and the crowd is stale, you won't be like, oh, this match is okay. It's the energy of the crowd. If the match is terrible or the booking is terrible, someone is new, they don't know how to do the placements, they don't know how to, take cues from the ref, stuff like that, you're going to be like, oh, that match is awful. But if the crowd with the same two matches, even if the match was bad, was different, you'd be like, oh, that match was better than I thought it was for the awful match. And then for the match that was good, you'd be like, that match was awesome. Like, the crowd at one point in time, I don't know what was going on, but I feel like y'all should have gave the women more respect than that, okay? Bianca outfit was everything. When Bailey was talking about her plan, and she was talking about how Karrion and Asuka would get the women's tag team titles, which I doubt, okay? Because even though Asuka's undefeated in NXT, them tag team title holders right now are the longest reigning tag team title holders in NXT for the women. So I can only imagine how long they're going to keep it for Smackdown and Raw. And yeah, this is a different, you know what I'm saying? This is a different, what you call, level for the women. But the way their chemistry work, listen, you'd think they were Siamese twins out here. Because I ain't never seen two women be so conjoined and like have one mindset going in the ring as tag team partners. Like, the way they are is crazy. I never in my life. I'm trying to think now, like never in my life. Yeah, nope, never. I'm over here thinking like Natalia and Beth Phoenix are best friends. They're cool. They came close. Her and Tamina won the title. Nope, they wasn't even. I honestly didn't see Trinity and Mercedes wrestle, so I don't know how they were as a tag team. But like, and I've never seen like Iyo and Asuka as a tag team, or Asuka and Kiara as a tag team. So I can't say for those four. But like as recent, like Raquel and Liv were close. Tegan and Natalia got chemistry. They're close. Zoe and Shayna are cool. Rhonda and Shayna were good, but the chemistry, like them two, Cadence and Carter, I'm calling by their last name. That's they have better chemistry than some of the men tag teams. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like that is crazy. Like she just gotta give a look, and homegirl already know what to do. Like how much time do y'all spend with each other in and outside of the ring? Like I've never seen that. And when I used to watch them on NXT, I'll be like, I like her. Like I like them, but that's crazy. No. I think over time, if Ivy now and Maxine could get in the ring more together, they could be like that. I honestly do. But right now, no. I don't think Asuka them getting that title. Like if they got that title, it'd be because the storyline calls for it. But I don't see them winning that no time soon. Like those two are, they gotta be my favorites when it comes to the tag team title so far. And I love Liv down. You hear me? Love Liv. Liv and Bianca are my two of my favorite women in WWE right now. Okay? But I don't see that happening. Then Iyo keeping her title to WrestleMania. And then she said she was going to get her shot to fight Rhea, which will be interesting. I don't know. And then Bianca came out and she looked like it was funny because someone I follow on social media has a swimsuit line, bikinihoney.com, and she had the same like striped bikini look like material that Bianca had on. So I was like, I don't know if she got that from her or if she got her own, but I was like, it looked just like, I ain't mad at it. They both look cute on both of them. But anyways, yeah, I think the crowd should have gave them more respect. Like it was a good match. I haven't seen Michin fight like solo on TV, I think since 2022. Yeah, and that's when she was still Mia Yim, and and half her wig was blue and the other half was black. Yeah, I don't think I've seen her since then. And at the time, Damage Control and Bianca and then was on Raw, and then Charlotte was out, and Shayna and Natalia and all them was on SmackDown. I think that's the last time I seen her in a solo match live, if I'm not mistaken. Then it was Pretty Deadly and Butch and whoever. Okay, my guess was Sheamus, but in the back of my mind, I knew it was gonna be somebody from NXT. I knew it was going to be somebody from NXT, and I knew it was probably going to be somebody that he's helped fought in NXT, like when he was there a couple months ago. So when Tyler Bates came out, I was not surprised. Wasn't surprised. We was like, oh. And for that to be his SmackDown debut, they did awesome. Okay? First of all, that air spin Tyler does makes me dizzy watching it. Okay? I watched him, I think, try to do it. I think he did it on Trick Williams at Deadline. And I was like, how many times can you spin before you get, like, he don't get dizzy or sick doing that? And I'm happy for Butch. He finally got a win. I don't know where Ridge Holland is or what he got going on in his life. I'm here for it. That finger thing, manipulation thing, when he be doing, I'm learning that this year. And I say that every year. I'm putting that on my my what you call board, my vision board. And I need a test dummy to try it out on. I don't have one. Like my niece is 16 and she do weird stuff like that. And she was like, you can try it on me, but I'm not about to. And my son thinks he's already a wrestler. And he would tell me, Mom, you can do it on me. I'm not about to do it on you. You 9. So, yeah. Like I want to try that whole. I want to see how that is. And then Paul Heyman. His promo. He has a gift, okay? If he wasn't in WWE, he could be a motivational speaker. You know them speakers in the 90s and the early 2000s, they should be like, if you buy this and you do this, and then and they make millions of people buying their stuff. People don't either don't use it or don't work. They just sitting there making millions, touring all over the country. If he wanted to be a scam artist like that back in the day, he could have been one to honestly. He's like, I could sell Raid to a bug, like Cassidy said, I could sell salt to a slug. Like that is Paul, okay? And then the fact that a couple of WWE superstars say that he doesn't even rehearse them. This is just off the top of his head. Like he just goes out there and says whatever. Like I remember like they showed Jay before. I was at the Raleigh event. I was at the event in Raleigh when he came out and with the all black one and stuff. And then I came home and watched it back, and they were showing him in the mirror because we saw him, like we sat where we could see behind the curtain a little bit. So I saw him walk up to the thing, and he was like looking in the mirror, just like they show him doing that, trying to figure out like what he was gonna say and stuff like that. And I think him and some other people, like it's people that rehearse what they're gonna say in their head before they go out there, or they'll rehearse together before they go out there. And then there's people that don't because they don't want you, steal their stuff, whatever. I think that's what Cena said when he was doing Heart to Heart with Kevin Hart. But but they was like, well, Paul just goes out there. And the fact that he's been doing that and it's crisp and it's just awesome. It's like you either hate what he says, it's inspiring what he says, but you hate what he says because you know who it's about. Like that is a gift. You can't buy that. And I wish you could, because some of these superstars are awesome wrestlers, terrible at promos. And they've been in the game for a while. And I could name a few. And some of them are great at promos, and then they're okay at wrestling. But because the promos are so good, you overlook the fact that they're an okay wrestler. And it is very, very, very few that can do both. That's just my opinion. I don't do it, the sport. I'm just a spectator. But from like the gatherings of people on social media, from what I've seen, it's what it is. Like, and I know a lot of it sometimes you have to do because, like they said, you don't know if it's for story or if you actually want it for real. So can't say that they're okay wrestler because all of them got signed. So obviously they're all great. But right now, currently, what the story calls for is what I'm saying. Then it was a triple threat thing. I was like, it was so much going on. I was trying to tweet and watch and tweet and watch, and I missed so many moments. Like I looked up Randy Orton slammed LA on his back on the announcement table. Then he slammed AJ on the back. And I was like, wow. Then he did LA Knight again. Then he tried to do AJ again. AJ counter and did him. And then I think LA tried to do, no, he did the BFT, I think, on Randy. Right? And then AJ broke it up somehow, and then or he hit the ref to stop the time or something like that. I'm trying to figure out when Nick Aldis got on the sidelines because I don't even remember him coming out. or the camera was just so focused in that when he walked out, wasn't nobody paying attention. And then, who was it? Was it Randy or Ellie that RKO'd? And then I remember somebody slammed into, I think AJ slamming LA into the stairs. And then I looked up. No, it was Randy about to pin AJ, and then LA pulled him out. And I was like, when did LA's head start bleeding? And someone was like, when Randy went off the top rope. I mean, AJ went off the top rope. And I was like, when did he go off the top rope? I'm too busy doing like this. I didn't even see that. So then, after all that comes out, this is what I've meant about the email that I hate. And that's why I don't watch it. Don't read them. Roman Reigns come out. The crowd didn't even know he was coming out. That's what I meant. Because had I not watched it, I would have been surprised too. They come out. Solo got his gear on. Okay. Roman got his new gear on that I got the email for. Jimmy got his gear on. I was so excited. And I mentioned that before. So excited. So excited. When I tell y'all I cannot wait to get my shirt. I cannot wait to get my shirt. Okay. I don't know how long he's selling these shirts for, but I'm getting me a shirt. And because I've been saying it for 2-3 months, and I don't want to be one of those people that's been saying it and not purchase it. Like, I gotta get me one. The only thing in my mind is I thought it was gonna look different. Like, I don't know why I thought it was gonna say yeet across like this, and instead of having like the no in front of it, I don't know why I thought it was gonna be like a black strip and then say no, but like with Samoan drawing on it. Like, that would have been my thing to do for his shirt, but I don't design shirts. I'm just here giving my suggestions. If y'all want to hire me, y'all can, because I've been giving a lot of them, and it seems like somebody's been listening, because the Xylan thing came out, Jimmy with the no yeet shirts come out. Like, somebody's watching and listening, okay? But I was so excited. Like, I was more excited about him wearing that shirt than the actual chaos that ensued. And then when the chaos ensued, I was like, what is happening? So I was like, so who's winning the match? So then after that, Nick went up to Paul, which Nick is a big dude. Like, you could tell he wrestled, okay? He used to wrestle. He probably trained with his wife. Is that his wife? Is Mickey James' wife or his baby mama? Either way, he changed with his partner. Probably if she asked him, he probably still get in the ring and help her or whatever. Because he's tall, but he's like statuesque. And you can tell when someone is buff when they look big in a suit. If the suit is tailored good and they still look big, that's how you know, like, Bobby Lashley big as hell. Because even when them suits, I was like, that jacket looks real tight, okay? And that's probably the biggest size, and they probably done let it out. But I'm like, my man done gained more muscle. He done made the jacket, like, that's how Nick is. And he was like, it's going to be a fatal 4-way match for the Rumble. I was like, okay, so we know them three not going to be in the Royal Rumble to get the title, okay? And it's 30 men. So the people that's on camera could technically be, Seth is out because he's a title holder, right? Seth, Gunther, Logan are out because they're title holders. So are the Judgment Day out because they hold the tag team titles too, or are they in there? Like, were the Usos in it last year when they held the titles, or were they not in it because they held the titles? Like, I can't remember. I don't know what the rules are for tag team, but like, what other people are you going to have? Because last year I think they had some NXT people. Last year they brought some people out. I think if they did have some more NXT people, I wouldn't be mad at, like, Braun Breaker or D-Jack, or is that how you say his name? D-Jack, or Corbin coming back, or Dragunov, or Mello, or Trick, or Tyler Breeze, or like, none of them. Like, I'm not mad at it, okay? That deadline to me proved that, or Axiom or Dragon Lee. I guess Dragon Lee is going back to NXT because he's the North American champion holder. I don't know, but I'm not mad at any of them joining the Rumble. To be honest, I'm just excited, and I only know one match, and that's theirs. No, two matches. It's theirs, and then it's KO and Logan. I don't know of any other matches. We don't know all the women that's going to be on NXT. I mean, in the Women's Royal Rumble. People have been on Twitter talking about Mercedes and if she comes back and all of this other stuff. And somebody was like, the only people that know if she coming back is Mercedes and Pam. And I said, true, and Trinity. Oh, like, because she gonna know. She ain't gonna say nothing. Like, yeah, they left for a year and a half. They went their own way and did what they had to do. I feel like with Mercedes, she felt like Japan was the right move at the time. Right now, it wasn't. Honestly, I think if she left because of the way the women weren't being accepted as far as having the same amount of matches and promos as the men, which Smackdown has done a really good job at. If they have 6 matches or 6 things where like 3 of them are men's, and then like a woman might have 2 matches and 1 promo, or they might have 1 match and 2 promos. Like, they try to even it, so they'll have 3 of something, the men have 3 of something. Raw, I'm not sure because I haven't watched it as much. If it's not equal, it's right up under there. So like if the men have 4, the women have 3 or something like that. So it's getting better. You know what I'm saying? It's still not the best, but for SmackDown, that's why you need another hour. But I feel like if she comes back, it will have to stay like that, and stay like that for opportunity. The only thing is, with so much going on with the men, and like I've said before, the women carry Raw. Their storyline always carry Raw since I've been watching it. Like, even when the men's storyline got stale and we be confused, like, what the hell is going on? Like, when I went to Charlotte and Johnny Gargano came out talking about the Miz paid Dexter, and where is Dexter, by the way? Paid Dexter to do that, and I was like, the stillest, and the crowd was dull and all that. Like, the women carried the show. So I feel like if she does come back, it will have to be like more titles, more matches and stuff for the women, which they have, like I said, gotten better with. Or if she does, she'll have to probably be on that and then go back to NXT from time to time. I don't see her doing AEW because from what I've heard, they have the problem now that WWE had in the past, where the women were good, but they might only have 1 match out of the whole show. And then so if it's not like her coming back here, I see her maybe going to TNA. Are they calling themselves TNA now? It's 2024 because they went back from Impact to TNA. Or maybe if she wants to do something where I don't know what their salary stakes are, but she still wants to have free time to do other stuff. Maybe MLW with like the Samoan Werewolf. I don't know. But and I love Jacob. I wish he would come on WWE, but he has said in an interview that he likes where he is because his schedule allows him to be with his family and stuff, which I get, because if he was like another enforcer, I don't know what he would be. I guess he'll take his moment for it. His promos be having me crying, laughing. Like, my favorite one still is like, I can whoop your ass and I can fight for real. Like, I love him. I love him. I wish I would have went to WrestleCade and Winston-Salem to see like him fight and stuff but it was after Thanksgiving, I think, the day after. But he has me weak because I'm like, I've never in my life seen someone keep it real like that with promos since the Attitude Era. Love him. Anyways, I'm sorry. This is long. Probably not what you guys expected. I haven't done a video since last year. You can see all my grades. And I'm recovering from a cold. I think my son is getting sick. I had to pause the video to go see what was going on with him and all of the things. So I'm gonna get Sling back. I don't want to. I'm really loathing that I have to get it back. I wish USA would just have, you could pay for just one channel streaming like CBS does, because if I could just pay $10 for that a month, like that's all I need, like, and I can watch live USA channels, I'm good. Because I only need to watch it Monday, Tuesday. Like, the rest of the day, y'all just getting my money. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a great night. Stay safe, stay warm, stay covered. You know, this virus is going around. Pneumonia, COVID are going around, RSV going around, and flu. And what I had was neither COVID or flu. It was like a virus mixed with sinusitis. So, yeah, stay covered, because I don't know why the viruses decide in the wintertime they want to be like, hello. I guess because the temperature drops. And outside, when it's a certain temperature, it kills the germs. Because I'm around the same people I'm around all the time. So, I don't get it. But yeah, stay safe, be blessed, and love you all. Bye.